They have to go through your phone. They can inspect your body when you get home. This is not a good way to live. And if you think that it's going to magically get better somehow, it's not. Every day you wake up going, maybe today will be different. Maybe today I can convince them that I'm a good person, that I'm not cheating on them, that I'm a good, good guy or a good woman, whatever it is. It's not going to happen. That day never comes. Trust me. It never, ever, ever, ever comes. Hello and welcome back to the Trash TV Review. My name is Dwight Gillespie. I am your host. We want to welcome you back to another episode. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. By all means, share it with your friends and comment. We love to get the comments. We answer all of them right here, regardless of what you want to say. And today we're going to bring you another Maury, one of my favorites. You know that. And this is a lie detector test, which I also love because most people are full of shit. But, anyway, without any further ado, let's go to Maury. Here we go.
Do you want your dress?
Yeah, I like my dress.
All right.
But when you put it on, it doesn't look as
You're
bad.
supposed to dress like a mother of four, not a whore.
Not a whore.
Set is my next guest, Doug.
I love it.
Now, backstage.
What a way to talk about the mother of your children, right? You're supposed to dress like a mother of four, not like a whore. But he married her.
Is his girlfriend of 15
years.
Kristen.
Girlfriend.
See, Douglas
with kids.
admits
Everybody
when they
does sit
first met
backwards
in
today.
high school, way back 15 years ago, he cheated on Kristen with one of her friends. One time.
One
That
time.
was 15 years ago.
That's a lie. That's like cockroaches in the wall, people. All right? If he says it's one, it's at least 10, right? You see one roach on the floor, you know you got 10 in the wall.
But today, Kristen is in the hot seat because now Douglas. accuses her of being.
Look at Douglas is like drooling on himself over there. And I got to tell you right off the bat, she's hotter than him. So she, probably deserves to cheat. But anyway.
Unfaithful. And not only does Kristen deny these accusations,
But me.
she resents them.
I resent
Listen to
that.
this.
I resemble that
I'm
remark.
sick and tired of Douglas accusing me of cheating every single day. I have dedicated my life to
Dedicated
this
it.
man, and he is literally tearing us apart. I can't have friends. I can't wear sexy clothes. I can't do anything or go
Nothing.
anywhere.
I can't have a boyfriend. I can't do anything.
Because if I do, he calls me a cheater. Douglas thinks he has all this evidence on me. He has nothing.
And we talk about this all the time too. This is the control issues that people have, and especially men. It's like he wants to put his stamp on it. He should just piss on her every time she leaves the fucking house, just to scent her up, to make sure that everybody knows she's his. And you look at this guy, and all of this comes from low self-esteem on the part of these people, right? And she is more attractive than him, and he just, it's a shame. And if you lock her down just enough, she'll be yours forever.
The only thing he has is a guilty freaking conscience.
There you go, a conscience.
Wow.
Must be
Douglas,
Massachusetts.
Kristen, she's adamant that she's innocent. How does that make you feel when you hear that?
I've got boatloads of evidence.
Boatloads.
Let's talk about
Boatloads.
Long time, 15 years, right?
Yeah.
How long has it been
Fucking
since
eternity.
you've been suspecting her of cheating?
It's been since May.
Since
May.
So it's recently. Kristen sent this text message to another man, okay? I need my wounds licked and kissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound good. I got to tell you, if your woman is sending a text, I need my wounds licked and kissed, the first thing you want to ask are, where are these wounds?
Wow.
That's what she said. I need my wounds licked and
And a
kissed.
cut
But she
on the
still
back of
hasn't
my hand.
given
I hear
an exact
saliva.
reason why she sent that message.
Well, what reason did she give you?
None.
None.
She just gets mad and irritated when I ask her about it.
You have no idea. Do you know who she sent that to?
I do.
I
Who
do.
was it, a guy?
Yes.
And she never
What we would hope, right? If it wasn't, hey, we could talk about that too. Hey.
was more forthcoming than that?
Nope. Just said she sent it while she was drunk.
This is something else that's going on in your life, okay? You apparently have set up a kind of an audio video.
Now, he set up this whole thing, right? We'll get into this. Why bother? If you're in a relationship where you have that much doubt, that you have to go to such lengths where every time you're away from this person, your stomach is twisted up. And we talk about this all the time. If you do this, what the fuck is the point of being in this relationship? If this is the way it's going to be, 15 years you're together, you trust this woman so little after 15 years and however many kids they have together that you're setting up all this apparatus to catch her. Why bother? Why bother? This is all this control and ego and all that other bullshit.
App, right?
Yeah, we both have it. It's an app that you can download on your phone through the Google Play Store.
Okay.
Track View.
There you go.
It goes on both phones.
Right, so we
And
can
she
track
see
each
what I'm
other.
doing at all times, and I can see what she's doing. And when I went away back in May, she must have forgot it was on there, and I swear to you, there's a video of her with one of our friends, and he's asking her if she wants to turn around or if they should turn around, whatever they're...
I swear to you, which means it's not conclusive, which means I swear to you it's there, which means I can't produce this information. I can't produce this evidence, but I know it. I know it.
doing, I don't know.
Then you have all these, you have other pieces of evidence, apparently. What you say is she kind of parades in a dress.
Yep. This,
Well, what's
wrong? What are you
this
talking
dress
about?
right here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Now, if you're with someone for 15 years, is that something you should wear on the streets?
Well, why
Where does
not?
she use it?
She
why
just
not?
wears it to gallivant in it.
You know,
To
she
gallivant.
thinks you're
Yeah, she's a prostitute, Maury, but that doesn't mean she should look appealing, you know? And this is so ridiculous. So you think that because your woman's been with you for 15 years that she shouldn't look good or feel good about herself? Why don't you just lock her in a fucking box and take her out like a gimp, like in Pulp Fiction, right, Walter? Remember Pulp Fiction? Get the gimp, you know? Bitch, all I need you to do is make my chicken pot pies and get my slippers and suck my dick. Listen, what is the point of having this relationship if this is the way you're going to act? She's gallivanting in this dress. Look at this. A woman, 15 years I've been with her. Look, just because you've become a fat body doesn't mean that she has to feel bad about who she is, right? You feel insecure because you can't gallivant in a Speedo, right? Because you're hiding some walnuts in there, whatever it is. It's ridiculous.
only accusing her because it's you who's doing the
Right.
cheating.
Well,
No, I cheated one time.
one time.
And that's it.
Hey, that's because nobody will fuck him anymore. Look at this guy. He's just let himself go. It's not that he wouldn't do it if he couldn't. He just doesn't get many offers.
Way back.
Way back.
Way back.
When you all first got to know each other.
Yep. First
Yeah.
week of our relationship.
When I
And
was
you're trying
young
to
and
tell me that
fit.
Since then,
Yeah.
she's been
And now 15 years later, I've let myself go and she hasn't. And how dare she, right?
accusing you of cheating?
Yep.
All these years?
Yep.
Ah,
And
yeah,
you didn't
ah.
accuse her until
No.
like the last,
I-
several
I've been
months.
accusing her for probably about a year and a half, 2 years.
Longer than
Meanwhile,
that.
things have kind of changed for you sexually.
Yeah,
huh?
We
sure.
were having sex one to three times a day, and
A
now
day.
we're having sex 2 to 3 times a month. And I understand, you have 4 kids. Your
4
sex
kids.
drive.
4 kids, never married, right? That's great. And your sex drive changes. Yeah. And look at you. You let yourself go. Get back in the gym, man.
Depicts, but you need to
What,
meet my
that-
needs as well.
Yeah, I've got needs.
If you're not
as
meeting
most
my
men
needs,
say.
whose needs are
I've
you
got
meeting?
needs. Yeah.
whose needs you mean?
Yes. And then she's on Facebook a lot?
Yep.
There was this other message that said, I'm
Again,
not
wants
easy.
to
What is
control
it?
her social media, wants to
I
control
didn't get an answer.
everything what she wears, where she goes, who she talks to. Yeah, but this isn't a problem at all. No, if she just stay the fuck home, not talk to anybody, not go on social media, everything would be fine, Maury. Doesn't she understand that?
Answer for that either. She said she sent it while she was drunk again.
You all don't live alone. There are roommates
Yep.
in a house, I guess.
Yep.
Right. And what do
Roommates.
they tell you?
That she was having sex with someone in the bathroom.
Huh? Yeah.
Now, that's a pretty bold message for me to say if you're not having sex with somebody.
Oh,
What
yeah.
did you
yeah.
find in the closet?
I
What?
found shirts that are smaller than my size.
Well, yeah.
I didn't bring them with me, however.
Well, she
she's
says you
telling
kind of
me-
Bring
moved
them
her into a different room and that those were all clothes from the...
See, now, how are you living? You got 4 kids. You have to take in roommates. Like, what do you do? How are you living your life? And what do we talk about here? And on my other channel, we talk about this a lot, right? People living a mediocre life by making these crazy decisions. Like, what kind of decisions are you making where you're with this woman, number one, that you don't trust at all, right? She's messing around. You're moving from place to place. You got 4 kids that you can't really take care of if you got to take in all these roommates and everything. What kind of a life are you living? These are these decisions that we make that lead to these mediocre lives. And maybe she's tired of that. I don't know. I would be,
person there who was living
That's
there
what she
before.
says, but was nothing in the closet.
So
but
in
our
other
stuff.
words, there's
yeah.
nothing she can say.
Nothing.
That you.
Nothing she can
agree
say
to,
and nothing
agree
she can
with.
do.
Nothing.
Right.
Not since those messages.
And
It's
listen,
really
he's the
strange.
type of dude
And
that
you're-
even if she gets a clean bill of health here, right? She passes this lie detector test. He'll go home and he'll start accusing her again, saying, well, because you passed the lie detector test, I know you're doing it now because now you feel like you got a free run, right? He's felt horrible about himself for a year and a half, which probably tells you that the last girlfriend he had dumped him a year and a half ago. So, this is where he's focusing.
And you had to take a lie detector test too.
Yep.
Were you happy to take it?
Yep.
You think you're going to pass it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I'm
So
pretty
now
sure.
joining us on stage is Kristen, who says she has been completely faithful.
You see, they're
that
doing
it's
social
Douglas's
distancing
own
here.
guilt that has him brainwashed and paranoid.
Yeah,
So, we
paranoid.
gave Kristen and
I don't think
Douglas-
it's guilt that has him paranoid. I think it's the way he feels about himself that has him paranoid. He no longer believes that a woman like that would want to be with a guy like him. And maybe he's right, but there's something that he can do about that. He just doesn't want to do it. And it's easier to sit there and try to lock this woman down than to do something about the way he feels about himself, because that's the hard road. What do we talk about all the time, right? It's usually that instant gratification shit that leads us to a really bad place. And that long-term success, right? Like working on yourself, improving your body, improving your mind, and improving your attitude. Those are hard things to do, right? And it's much easier to just lock this woman away and not let her see or do anything, right? And just be there at your beck and call, which is ridiculous. Nobody can live a good life that way. Neither of you.
both lie detector tests. All right. So when did all these accusations start, Kristen?
Back in May was the first time he started.
Was
Well,
it-
not the first time he started accusing me, but
No,
back in May.
that's just when it got really bad.
gotten worse since then.
Is that
Right.
when he found this text message?
Yeah.
What was that all about?
It was pretty.
I mean, that was pretty serious.
Well,
I need my wounds
yeah.
licked and
He
kissed.
left for a
Wounds licked and kissed.
couple days, and I was all by myself and alone. And this
I-
guy was texting
so
me and
naturally, he had it
comforting me,
coming.
So I texted back, and
No.
maybe I shouldn't have said what I said, but at the moment,
Do you text a lot with guys?
no, not really. Most
What do you
Yeah,
laughing
you do.
at?
Stop lying.
I don't text guys. I can't text anybody.
Listen, I don't think it shouldn't be a crime to text men. It depends, though. When you're telling men you want them to kiss and lick your wounds, I think that's going a little too far in any relationship.
can't have no friends.
Do you want
Nothing.
your dress?
Yeah, I like my dress, but when you
It
put it
does.
on, it doesn't look as
You're
bad.
supposed to dress like a mother of four, not a whore.
I look like a sexy mother.
What's that
of
mean,
four.
Douglas?
Yeah,
Because she's
right.
a
Need to be
mother of
wearing
four,
that.
she
She's-
can't dress up?
She's
Yeah,
pretty
right.
much married.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
not a
Pretty
dress to
much
dress up.
married. She's not married. You never married her. You never gave her a ring. You never made a long-term commitment, because that's what it is. That's what marriage is a long-term commitment. And he never made that to her. He wants, what do they say, have your cake and eat it too kind of thing? Yeah. Is that what it is, Walter? Have your cake and eat it too. Yeah.
I look damn good in it too.
But then again, what's the point of having cake if you can't take a bite, right? It's ridiculous.
Why do you
And she
delete
probably does.
messages
She looks
on
like she's
Facebook?
got a decent body. Mother of
Because
four.
he just any message, any little message, it could.
So he
just
probably
be,
goes through her phone
"Hi, how you
every
doing?"
night.
It's, oh my God.
And again,
you're
we
sleeping.
talked about
You're-
this on
you've
again
done
on the other
something with
channel.
it.
We did a whole thing on this on what it's like to live with people who are jealous, and what it's like to be jealous in a relationship. And it doesn't work well for either side, because if you're constantly worried about that person, right, your stomach's always in knots. And if you are that person that knows you're being faithful and you're doing everything right, you're walking on eggshells all the time, trying to do everything just right so as to not piss this person off or whatever. That's no way to live. I lived like that for years. And it was like I watching everything you say, everything you do, and it comes down to you can't have a simple conversation anymore. And I always tell the story, but I remember coming home from work and just working a 16-hour shift. I installed phone lines and fixed phone lines for a living. It was disgusting work. Coming home and wanting to talk about how was your day? I was in this office and it was a horrible job. And yeah, were there any women there? What? Like, who the fuck cares? Like, it's so hard to live like that. So you just stop living, and you have to kill something inside yourself in order to be able to do this, because you can't talk, you can't be honest, you can't, because anything it can be misconstrued. Like, it's impossible to live this way, and you either have to do it. This is when people cheat. It's a big thing. When you find something, when you break that trust, it's so hard to regain it again, because this is the shit that you're going to be subjected to. If you're living with a person who insists You can't text anybody of the opposite sex. You have to show them all your Facebook posts. You have to show them every text message. They have to go through your phone. They can inspect your body when you get home. This is not a good way to live. And if you think that it's going to magically get better somehow, it's not. Every day you wake up going, maybe today will be different. Maybe today I can convince them that I'm a good person, that I'm not cheating on them, that I'm a good guy or a good woman, whatever it is. It's not going to happen. That day never comes. Trust me. It never, ever, ever, ever comes.
Well,
If you're
look at the other,
talking to
you
him-
haven't even pulled up the other messages.
He left me. That's what it was. He left me for a couple days. He
left.
wasn't there for me.
He left, right. And who knows what
Somebody
he
was
was doing
there.
while he
I've
left.
always been there. You left
I
me.
still didn't cheat,
You're the
but-
one who was in a hotel, not me.
How come you were in the hotel?
Oh,
A friend needed
like
the
I
help.
said, a friend needed help moving in, and Dougie wasn't there. So, and I.
A friend needed help moving in, so I'm in a hotel with him. I got to tell you something. I didn't see the end of this, I'll be honest with you, but I'm starting to get the idea that maybe Dougie's not far off that truth.
I don't have any friends,
Always
Maury.
been
I
there.
can't go anywhere, do anything, talk to
Do I have
anybody.
friends?
Well, you
I
went
get
to the
out of this,
hotel.
Douglas, are you overly possessive here?
Yes.
I mean,
Nope.
are you insecure or something? Why are you
No,
always
no, not at all.
around her?
Ah,
Ways.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Both ways.
Dougie has friends, and he's allowed out of the house. He's
allowed out of the house.
Hours and be with his friends. His friends would take him to the store, and I wouldn't
to
go
the
'cause
store,
I
all the
had
way
my
to the
4
store.
kids to
That's
sit
what I'm
home
talking
with.
about. Can you imagine having to live with that? All the way to the store. Well, where they live, who knows? They could be in rural Tennessee. Walmart is a good 25, 30 miles away. Who knows?
How about the roommates who say that you had a guy in a bathroom or something?
I would love to meet this guy myself.
Yeah.
I see.
With our roommate. You were there when he told me.
When he
the
said I was
airport?
having
I
sex
don't-
with somebody in the bathroom, like I
Right.
just said, I would love to meet this guy myself.
How about the
We'll see.
clothes in the closet he found?
They were there. The room belonged to somebody else before
They're
we
renting
moved into
rooms
it.
from
And
people
I'm telling you, there were clothes
that aren't
in
even
that
clean
closet
before they
when
get
we
there.
moved
So
in.
you can tell us
And
how these
this
people are
video
living.
that he has that he thinks that he saw on
The
this
tests
video.
will prove it.
He is in that video, Maury. I wish you could listen to it because it is clearly Doug and I having a
No, it's not.
conversation.
It's you.
So
And
in other
somebody
words,
else.
Kristen, you're going to pass this test with flying colors.
Yep.
Is that right?
Hey.
You're going to pass this
Yep.
test with flying colors.
I am.
Well, we're going to read his test right now.
Let's go.
Other than the one time
One
Kristen
time.
knows about, when you all were in high school, have you had sexual contact of any kind with any other
And this is the problem with these high school romances, too. This is just ridiculous.
woman? Douglas, you said no. The lie detector test determined you are telling the truth.
Yeah, well, yeah. See? Nobody wants to fuck me.
Are you happy about
I'm
that,
happy.
Kristen?
Yes.
You
Yeah.
happy about
Now
that?
she's
Yes.
nervous, though.
Very happy.
You going to pass this test?
Yes. I am.
Yeah, sure.
Watch. You be
Have you
careful
ever
not
had
to.
another man in your house to engage in sexual contact? You said no. The lie detector test determined you are telling the truth.
Good for her.
Have you ever lied to Douglas so you can be with another man sexually? You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
That was a lie, but listen.
But listen, I love this. But wait. Let me qualify that. That was, did you ever lie to Douglas in order to have sex with another man, right? Yes. Okay.
Listen before you start listening to the last one, though.
Did you invite another man to your friend's hotel room for sexual purposes? You said no. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. However, nothing happened sexually.
I told you that last night, so.
So she was
just
going to
wondering-
do it. So she's fed up with this relationship. This is exactly what this says. She was fed up with the relationship. She was going to go ahead and have sex with another guy because she was just so fed up. Sometimes people do that just because they don't know. If I cheat, he'll leave. If I cheat, it'll be over with, right? And then when it came to do the deed, she couldn't do the deed. And that was it. And that's too bad. And I actually feel bad for the guy who was at the hotel going, what do you mean we're not going to fuck? Like, women, that's just wrong. At least we do an old fashioned in that case, huh?
You had an idea?
Yes,
My
I
true disgusting self. But we'll end this one here. Hold on a
thought
second.
about doing
It
it,
was
but never.
all in your head.
All in her
Yeah.
head.
And nothing happened physically.
Nothing
No.
happened, yes.
That's according to the lie detector.
According, yeah.
All right. During your relationship with Douglas, have you slept with any other
Any
man?
other guy. Here it is.
You admitted to our lie detector administrator you slept
See?
with one other man one
You know
time.
that. Yep.
Can I ask you this? How long ago?
Oh,
it was
God.
recently when he was gone, to be honest.
Oh, you see? So he's not crazy. And she did go all the way. So maybe she's just done. Just end it. Oh, look.
You told him?
Yes, he knows. He knows who we're talking about.
That's a cover-up. I think it was somebody else.
It was not.
I think that's
God.
a cover-up story.
Okay. Well, you guys are going to have to try to work this out on your own.
Sometimes it's just time to get out, people. It's just done. And you become so entrenched in this that you don't know how to just say enough. No more. You know, it's so scary to be alone sometimes, right? That's what people say. I don't want to be alone. So you'd rather put up with this? I have friends who do that. They're in bad relationships. Well, at least I have somebody. Really? Really? I don't know, man. Anyway, that's it. She failed as far as I can see. Dougie was right, but Dougie's got more problems than that. And it probably comes really down to him, and he's got to ask himself the questions: why did she cheat? Well, you know, maybe he pushed her into it. She hadn't cheated up until recently. But at any rate, my name is Dwight Gillespie. This is the Trash TV Review. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. By all means, share it with your friends, comment, and do all that good stuff. Post it on your social media, whatever. We welcome you back. We can't wait to see you again next time.